And today we're doing the NAHA Awards, which is the National American Hairstylist Award. We're doing an African theme. One of the stylists from the design team came up with it, and we're gonna go with it. And we're giving you a lot of hair textures. We're using a lot of elements to create different textures of curls, different textures of like straightness, crimps. We're just giving you something a little more embellished in the African themes.
And for my look, I just kind of created more of a bob shape with it. And what we do on hair texture that's got like a finer texture is you use one of these. It's like a grilling skewer. And we wrap the hair around and you flat iron it, and that's how you can kind of get that texture. So we used hair pieces and we used the model's natural hair. And it turned out really great. So we all did something a little different and to kind of coexist together because we entered the Team Hair Design Awards. It was a great day.
The Scotty's model, what he did is he created a curly like crimp texture, which created in cylinder sections, and he created a triangular look, which it comes out on the sides and narrower on the edges and then straight on top. So it kind of gives you like a modern Afro look, but a little bit of like an African flair to it.
I came up with the concept of using a donut from Michael's, and I knew that I wanted to create some kind of smoothness that had a shape to it and also texture. And so that was a little tricky because you really had to make it really tight and perfect, but then I had more of like a fro coming out, and that was my texture. So I had my shape and my smoothness, but for the texture I added in some hair, and I also used a couple items to create a shape. It was a little difficult. It ended up looking really, really good actually. I really liked it.
I did Katie, and for Katie, she's got like a long curly hair anyway, so what I did is I combed her curl out and created like a Afro frizz. And then on top of that, I created even more frizz with a skewer, wrapping the hair around the skewer. And it just gives you like an embellished Afro frizz. And I also took a donut, which they wrap around the hair to create like roundness. I did a couple of those in the front and then used the texture from the hair in the back, and then I added a couple wigs. I think it turned out really good. I mean, she was so happy with it, she wanted to wear it out, so I mean, I let her.
Well, on my model Jamie, I was actually looking through a magazine. I saw a perfect picture that would go with her hair texture. So as I kind of got into her hair, I realized her hair was, you know, she has a good amount of it, but it's really fine and straight. So in order to achieve that real, you know, tribal African texture we were going for, I had to go through and kind of backcomb her hair, and we used, you know, the skewers with the flat iron. We also used a hair crimper waver to give her lots of that wave and body. After that, we kind of went through and backcombed everything, and I actually took sections for her with a rubber band and kind of did like 4 little sections, and we slicked the sides and kind of came up with, you know, I used a whole bunch of hair color pieces, different browns, different tones to kind of give her a whole, you know, nature look, but it gave it some dimension. So it came out really cool and awesome.